are doing some website development. Had a bad microphone. I'm not in the mood to do like anything. I wanted to work on my website. Aha, there we go. That's there for what I need. This is what we have right now. Yeah, sure like this. This is all I have, just the basic thing set up. Alright, anyway. First thing I want to do is I want to get this programmed out so it's a little more solid compliant. Now I'm actually going to be using this. For the game engine. So like a refactored. Not adding the IIS yet, but we'll put it. Oh. I'm not. Alright, so I'm just adding that flag to the so this one. Not done yet. I actually should just. What I have set up is like this. We want that for. And I need to pass SSL. I don't have a function. I'm gonna move this to a function. I'm gonna move it to. I need to look at all of this and deal with that, but anyway, what are we passing? That? Not this. If I can, I want to add this extension. Now I'm gonna have to fix. Just gonna add this extension. This will go in the SSL stuff. So now I can get rid of all this. Alright, now we're not actually going to code the actual. Let's go with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to node. Stop it. Okay, so we can define hosting mode now. Then we'll do stuff. So let's do switch mode. That also erases that. I want to cache that so we don't have to do that, but I don't know if we can add. We'll have to add a global thing later. Something. Also, I just noticed I have that brass prop still. I've just been doing a bunch of. Yeah, I have a migraine. Okay, okay. So what I've done over this, what I've done so far, because this was all hidden because Mark. I did all this. So I copied all of, this was all in the program.cs initially. So I've got all this set up. I've got a hosting mode enumeration here, which we're only doing Kestrel right now. And then what we've got here is we've got configure hosting this. It gets the hosting mode from the configuration, otherwise defaults to Kestrel. And this does this. So now all we have to do here. That's all we have to do. Like this program.cs. I'll just actually undo everything. This is what it used to be. It used to come in here, configure Kestrel, do all the fun stuff. Program.cs should not care about any of that. So yay, progress in the right direction. And then when I add other things, we'll just add to the enumeration value and then just... Oh, actually, let me go into my Docker. Shut down my container that's running in Docker. We run this now. I'm going to be implementing my registrar pattern from and if in order to connect on the local area network, you have to be connected to the local area network. So to pop this back up, so this is what it was. We hit F5. It's running off ES right now, not Docker, but yes, okay, that works. That is addressed. Still got a lot more stuff to break into its own things, but we've got the Kestrel hosting aside at least. Hang on, I need to actually pull this up. Let's see what I pulled it. My stuff. GitHub's. Oh, and source. Definitions, that's what I. That's an interface. So we have these two things. So this is, I'm going to be modifying it to take. I'm going to be modifying it from our game because our game container we're bootstrapping from nothing. This we're trying to inject into this called like the app and web application builder. Microsoft's already got most of the work done. In Rioria, we're doing this off, like setting up the DI environment from scratch. I don't need that. Get another cup of. Not building a full-on bootstrap. I'm trying to navigate my code on my web browser. If it was Visual Studio, I would just right-click and go, but I don't want to open another. I'm just quite literally going to steal. Now, add. This in. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're literally just going to. What was that name? Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it for you. Need this name to be. Boop. Boop. Now this is the assembly service we have on our game engine. I'm just going to borrow it. I'm just going to borrow it from the game. And we're going to do the same. Assembly service. Code it. one problem is I don't... That can be fixed in 2 seconds. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now the other problem is the logger. Okay, first of all, logger is defined globally because we're... And problem is, well, I need to pass in... Okay, so how am I... That's done in the bootstrapper. Okay. That is quite literally. Yeah, that is quite literally just doing that. Okay, that's... Okay, we should be able to do that. So... I just have to strip the logging out. Yeah, I might just have to strip the logging out. Okay, let's do that. Let's just strip the logging out. This is just for... I know this code works. Also, doing this... Okay, so now we just pass in... What's that? This... Oh. App domain. App domain. Okay, so now that we have our assembly service, we can come into here. And we want to make a public static public correctly. This web come in here and then then we need this. Okay. I need to do some configuration stuff, but I'm just going with what we have right now. Find this here. Cities on builder. It's bad. And I also want to do this. I want to do Oh, I don't actually know, I just need to. How am I using this stupid thing? My brain is fried. I know how my code works. My brain is. Vote method on type. Okay, that's how we do it, okay. And this will offload that. I also don't need that. Okay, so this will offload. This will offload making a list of bleh here. Like how I have it in the game engine again. I'm adapting it for use here, but anyway. And we want to pass in the builder. For now. Builder.services. Alright, and then we just want to make. What do I call it? Unregistered services. And I'm stripping out the logger functionality. Copy this. So I'll quite literally just do this, but we're going to not use autofact either right now. And the build. Okay, so we need the builder configuration. Have that on register services. On register services. Creation. didn't explode. So. This would have exploded if this was not correct. So that works. And I need to configure this. No, like with the game engine, I am going to work on my game engine. On the big. To try to do something. I'm not actually going to use this right now, but we have it. Oh. Oh my god. If I run this real quick, we should have the. I'm not adding any functionality. I'm just like breaking down the code, right? So yeah, we're not like we're not actually adding any functionality. So the if I just show this here, it's gonna stay the same, but we have our view. So if I actually didn't do this, if I didn't do this, I might have this set up in the MVC thing later. Like if I do this, what I did is, if I get rid of that, you can see I got rid of that one comment line there. So now if I run it, it's going to still. Oh, that's embarrassing. What? You should not be loading. Oh, I am stupid. Okay, my program.cs is wrong. Okay, load that there, get rid of that. There. Now we want to configure the hosting, and then we want to do. Okay, so my program.cs was a little backwards. This is updated. I'm trying to remember to toggle the browser on and off, but okay, now we don't have those controllers and views things. So if I just boot this back up. Unable photo card services, authorization. Yeah, okay, so it's not even starting. However, if I go back to service extensions and I re-add this line here. So I will offload this its own class as well, like with this here. Like we really only want to have this running. But for now, because I haven't got this set up yet, we'll just do it there. Anyway, that is back to working properly now. Yeah, I will probably pull this and offload it later. Alright. That's done. We can get rid of that. I'm not entirely sure I'm done with the Kestrel stuff yet, so I'll keep that loaded. Service extensions. Okay, next thing. We're going for paper. Dead. Item. Oh, I actually wanted a folder. I said my brain is jelly. Public static word. And this here, let's put the fill this. Pretty sure it's ready. So we're just going to take this. There. I will break the pipeline down for later. First things first, let's fix the pipelines. Habitat configure that. Okay, so our program.cs is a lot more better. I need to go through a lot of this code and clean it up, but this is a lot. Yeah, like this here, this is gonna go in the SSL. And then like these here, I'm gonna refractor them because these were all made like long ago. I just on one of my original tries at my I started with the networking stuff. This is just an SSL certificate thing. I'm gonna move these into proper services. But for now, we'll just leave it as is. Okay, let me just... Yeah, like this here, like the routing, I'm going to offload this into a service or something like this. The pipeline shouldn't really care. It just needs to say, hey, I need to actually configure this. I want to keep this as minimal as possible. Like this here. I'm going to save that. I'm going to take that. So this is minimal as possible now. Everything should be offloaded. All of this should be offloaded into all these extensions now. So this actually isn't doing it for skin, so I need to work on this, but basically this, if we try to load SSL and for some reason it blows up, like if it blows up loading the certificate or the SSL, it will let us run on port 80, so like, Kestrel, it'll try loading, Helena just, thanks Helena, it's only been almost an hour. So yeah, basically we'll listen on 80 and then we'll go into this function here. Obviously if we have enable SSL false or it's not defined, we just won't turn it on. But if we try to turn it on and it can't load SSL, we still want to be able to fall back to 80 because 80, I have this whole setup anyway. Like someone like one time I was doing this for like when I started this, they're like, why are you enabling an option? It's like because hang on, I'll just show you guys something real quick. Let me pop my browser back up and on my server, go to my website. We have SSL, like for secure. We have enabled. Yeah. Fun fact. Let me see the backlight. Fun fact. If I just pop into my Docker engine on my server, and I go to XerShade.ca. I can't show this. Let me go to this. What? Where does it show the exposed ports? Anyway, this is not running SSL. This container here, this container is not running on 443. What is running on 443 is my proxy server. This one here, you can see. We're forwarding all 80, 81. Like, we're forwarding all this. This is like our proxy servers. Basically how I have my server set up. I have two proxy servers set up for things that aren't direct things like these. Like some of these like modded services, but this would all just, if I actually turn this on, this would all run on direct port access. The Mario, this is only running on, by the way, this is only running on, like the only reason this has a remote port is so I can access it from my computer. So yeah, like our Minecraft thing here, our Bedrock and Java. So Minecraft is the only thing running, this is the only thing running, then Portainer is obviously running. Everything else doesn't have a published port. Like I said, I've only set this to a published port because I was using it. I was using it in Visual Studio. But yeah, like for example, when I replaced this container with the one we're working on, instead of using WordPress, we're going to use iWeb, like the thing I'm coding right now. I don't want that running S443 by default because it doesn't need to. This all of the SSL stuff is handled by this. I come in here, I go in here, this is all the stuff, and this just forwards it to the containers. Like, destination is for Portainer, like this web address here, it just does this 9000. The only reason these Portainer ports are exposed is because if anything happens to this proxy gateway here, if anything happens to this, I need to be able to have access to my Docker in. So, like, obviously I could SSH into the terminal, but like I still need to have access to this. So that's the only reason I keep these ports exposed. Honestly, if I really wanted to secure it, I would get rid of them. And then if I need to shut down access to my server, I just kill this, and then other than Minecraft, it's open. And then again, this is just here for my use, which I'm actually going to fix that real quick. I'm actually going to fix that real quick. Actually, I think that has to be open, even internally. You know what? I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to fork with my server. I will look into that. Pretty sure that's only open because I had it, but yeah. This is why we're trying on 80, and I have the ability to enable or disable SSL because I could generate the certificate and all that stuff, like the Let's Encrypt stuff, but I have a thing that does this, so when I set this up, I don't even need to set anything up. Like, literally all I have to do is the XerShade.ca container, this container here, I just need to replace this container, the exact same name, with the container for this. Like right now I'm obviously not running it on a container, but if I go into my Docker engine on my computer, I start that container back up, Yeah, we have Docker container. And to prove it's actually running in a container, not this, I'm gonna just pop in here real quick. I'm going to go. Let's go here and I'll just do this. This is not the Docker container. So if I switch off the Docker container, so I have to switch off the Docker container because my local machine, it's actually running on port 80. When I'm running it on the server, it'll just be exposed port 80 and then the ending's proxy. But if I run this and I switch back to my browser, if I refresh, as soon as I figure out why it's not running, okay, it's just taking this time. Okay. If I refresh this now, this is not the Docker container. Now, if I kill Visual Studios, if I kill Visual Studios instance and I go into my Docker desktop engine and I start that one back up, and then we reload, yeah. Let me turn that back off because again I'm going to have, so yeah, we don't have port 80 stuff because on my server we have this, and other people, like a lot of people use proxies to manage all their domains and stuff on the server end, like because like even this, like even these, like you can see all the stuff here from the back end stuff. By the way, I can turn these off on a whim, so like if I don't need this on, I usually just leave it on. If I don't want to do this, if I don't want to leave PHP my, I can't squeeze. If I don't want PHP MyAdmin access, I just turned it off. You can't access it. But if I need to come in and do some work, just do this. Or if I'm not going through the proxy, what I will do instead is I'll come here. I can also turn it off here. Like I can disable the subdomain, or I can just come in, stop the container, and it'll tell you to screw off either way. That's just how I manage the backend. So yeah, if I'm doing anything that looks like I'm not using SSL, it's because I am using SSL. It's just going through my front-end proxy server, which means this doesn't have to worry about any of that. The reason I'm building this in is if someone else is using it and is not using a proxy server, you would set this as an environment variable or whatever. Like, if I boot the Docker and I just okay. If I boot up the Docker container is set up to run 443. I'm using an override compose. I'll show you that in a second. But, if I reboot this, if I type in 3, that didn't work. HTTPS. Yeah, yes, unsafe. So yeah, we are running on SSL here. Because in the configuration in this override file, I have it set to override the ports, and then this is the default environments file, but the one I have built, I have this defined. If I set this to false, and if I rebuild the Docker, that real quick. If I rebuild the Docker container, reboot this, now I don't have SSL in it, but I will be doing that. So I am testing the SSL functions locally for people who do want to define that. But wait, rebuild Docker container. If I turn that back on, it's back. Okay. Yeah, I am. Let me also switch off SSL because I don't need to test it. But yeah, so that's why we're doing that. If that seems. Did I turn that back on? Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's why I'm setting it up to use both and this, and it's defined so we can define it here. Yeah, power of Docker. Anyway, so yeah, that's that done. Now I'm actually going to commit this. Right? I'm actually going to commit this. Alright, that's that done. Just going through my to-do list. Put my project on Notion. Alright. I'm going to fix a travesty next. A very simple travesty, but there's a very, very important travesty I need to address and fix. Alright, so we are going to go into some... We're going to fix a very, very, very bad trap. So we're going to go in here. Add... item. File sheet, theme, data, CSS, and we're going to find root. Except we're also not going to do this. I'm going to invert this. I'm going to do what I'm reading first, but then I will be inverting this. Also, let's define this here too. Data. Okay, so I'll move the root tag, but I want to do this too, and then down here we want to do data theme dark. Anyway. So yeah, we'll do this, but then I'll also define the root tag there, so the dark mode is the default thing. Okay, so let's define some variables. Also, I like writing my hex codes in uppercase, so if anyone doesn't like that, sue me. Also, Windsurf apparently doesn't like CSS. And then eventually, when this gets bigger, I'll split these into separate files, but for now, just files good enough. Why did that turn off? So the reason we define this here is it's the same reason we just set up all these extension functions. The actual theme.css is going to be like this. It doesn't care how all this is defined. It just goes, hey, configure my hosting, configure my services, configure my pipeline, yada yada yada. Also, I know this doesn't implement the configure thing. I will do that. You know, I'll do that right now before I forget. Oh no, I don't need that. Yeah, we can get that. This is what I mean by that before. Just give this, paste that there, put that there. Yeah, eventually I'll offload this and just have that. The AI got it mostly right. It was just, I'm pretty sure it's fine, but no, do this. Oh, now I do need action. Hold up. Added that hook in just now. Okay, we'll go back to theming in a sec. Just let me push that commit. I'm gonna have to fix the commits. I just realized them. Okay, anyway, accent. Alright, and I'm gonna copy this, but I'm just gonna change the hex codes. That one is 0F172A. Hashtag, which is annoying. Secondary is 1E93B. This one E5E7E. No, I didn't want to do that. I like working with hex. No, I actually do. Like, I'm not doing anything as simple as, like, machines. If I had this stuff to make a breadboard computer, this one channel I watch, Ben Eater, I would make stuff like that. I just can't afford it right now. I do like playing with the low-level stuff, but anyway. This code is 334155. Accent is 60A55FA. We have our hex codes. I'm just gonna leave these. Actually, you know what? Let's edit this. Same data. Dark. And then this will probably this out. So. And then what we can do by naming it like this, I can use a regex pattern later, so we can load these things. Like we can, I don't have it obviously, but on the website here, just pretend this is a menu. Here we could go click this, and it would give us a menu. It's like, oh, these themes are available. So I don't even need to do stuff like layouts and stuff would be a bit more involved, but like just color themes, yeah. Okay, anyway, what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna put a site.sys. That would actually work. Just let me check. I love how everything includes an in height now. Just damn scroll bar. Oh, scroll bar isn't there. Okay, I'm gonna fix this up a bit too. I think I'm gonna have to something else with me. I can read what I was doing before I too. so we gotta go views. Dark. Button. Here. I'm just playing with this button. No, stop it. ID equal dash toggle, comma, this is HTML brain. Wait. I run this. Is my Docker running? Yes, it is. Right, stop that. Pistol's gonna flip. Sorry. Starting this up and Kestrel Docker was still running. Kestrel was about to scream. Alright, so if I show this, it has a button. Very shitty button. It doesn't do anything. But we have the button. I'm going to and I will make a proper menu and stuff later. Okay, so we need to go in this. You know what? I'm not actually writing a whole freaking JavaScript file just in case. I normally like to do things typing it out manually and stuff, but nope. I am not writing that. Where's the JavaScript? Okay, I think that works. that it should be darker. Okay. I haven't actually implemented any of the colors or things yet. So it's not actually right now. I need to actually implement the... We'll see. That should work now. My site does this. Eventually I want to pull this all out. Okay, let's add some things here. So, root. Bootstrap. So I'm gonna rename those. So I'll do this. I'm gonna get the CS. pop this into a side-by-side because I can see them. Okay, so now we want to go through. Okay, so we got the bootstrap thing going. Now we want to go through. How bad is this? Well, we're getting there. We have that now. Switches, we can go ticky. We're just missing. Sorry for the. What's this here? Okay, let's do. I'm gonna be restyling the hell out of all this later. This, I'm going to be designing a theme for that. I just want to get dark mode. No, it's not. Yeah, that's working. Trap now. No, that's not that. Yeah, that's hard-coded. want to do white. That's gonna be over. Well, kind of worked. I'm just not gonna bother. That's an effort. I can't be bothered, man. I'm gonna call it a stream. So I'm just gonna go to that. It was a good exercise, but yeah, I'm gonna probably redo the whole thing. We got a good setup though. Not bad for a devlog. I'm gonna do that though. So yeah, I'm gonna go design a theme. I'll go through and break this up because like a lot of this stuff I want to have like hooked in, like not defining it manually here. It's like for example, WordPress. You don't actually define stuff in here. You have your thing do the thing, which is nice for solid compliance. And we can easily do that down here with like in a theming tag. We can do literally like this, but we can do I has theme or I has JavaScript, yada yada. Why I have this assembly service. But yeah, that's it for now. I got the major thing I wanted to get done was the refactoring. I wanted to try getting the dark mode thing going, but that didn't happen. Anyway, hope everyone enjoyed for now. See you all next time with devlogs. I'm probably gonna go tweak some things, but like the website code here got it mostly right. But yeah, I do want to go into the game and my game later. Like all of this stuff here, this SSL stuff I need to update. But got all of this done. Like I said, there's some things here like this needs to be offloaded into Logic and stuff. I got the main thing done. My brain is jelly. I'm actually gonna go lie down too.